Good afternoon. Before we begin, some housekeeping items. In the event of an emergency, please exit the same way you walked in. If you need to use the restroom, they are located to the left. We actually do not hold any seats, and we are on Local Live. Welcome to the class of 2025 8th grade graduation ceremony. Please stand to welcome our graduates. standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Ms. Ariel A. Perez.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Thank you, Ariel. Good afternoon, graduates, parents, guardians, friends, members of our Board of Trustees, our CEO, Dr. Hernandez, and staff. It is my privilege to welcome you to the 8th grade graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. I am deeply honored to stand before you as a proud middle school principal of the Charter School of Educational Excellence. Thank you for being here to celebrate and recognize this milestone in your child's life and in education, as they transition from middle school to high school and from childhood into adulthood. At this time, I would like to recognize members of our staff who work with our 8th graders. If you could please stand when I call your name, some of our staff members you will find in the audience. Miss Mann, our algebra teacher. Mr. Coverdale, our social studies teacher. Ms. Rendancic, our ELA teacher. Mr. Mosner, our life science teacher. Ms. Johnson, our 8th grade educational assistant. Mrs. Salce, Ms. Kunkis, and Ms. Rodriguez, our academic intervention teacher. Ms. Barnes, our middle school dean. Mr. Mandola, our health teacher. Ms. Martin, art teacher. Mr. Blaine, physical education. Mr. Pastori, music. Ms. Martin, technology. And Mrs. Buchado, Spanish. To begin this afternoon's program, it is my absolute honor and privilege to welcome someone who has played a major role in the success and vision of our school. Our founder and chairman of CSE is not only the heart behind this institution, but also the driving force that continues to push us towards excellence. Because of his dedication, CSE has grown into a school that not only meets high standards, but inspires them. We are grateful for his continued support, his bold vision, and his deep-rooted belief in the potential of every student who walks through the doors. Please join me in welcoming our founder and chairman, Mr. Eddie Laguerre.
Thank you so much. You know, it's been many years for me, and every year it's more and more rewarding. Seeing you come down that aisle just so inspirational to me. But good afternoon, graduates, parents, distinguished guests. Thank you for being here at this very special and memorable occasion, you know. I want to congratulate you, the graduates. You know, reaching this milestone is a very special achievement in your life. And I couldn't be prouder of each and every single one of you. Really, my profoundest gratitude goes to you. Your graduation is what makes it special for me to continue to be of service here at the school. It's been many years for me, and I hope to have many more. And your inspiration is going to put me through that, so thank you. I can only anticipate you'll continue your journey here at CSE. You know that a couple of years back, we have had some students that graduated from the 8th grade, but I want you guys to know how important it is for you to continue your journey here and stay here. What we're offering you here is something special. The relationships that you have with your teachers, with each other, is something that you have continuity. So I encourage those of you that are thinking of going elsewhere for the 9th grade. It might not be a good idea. So please, stay here with us, okay? Graduate, I can only give you a word of advice. And that in the next chapter of your life, that is to embrace and respect those that support and love you. A lot of amazing folks behind you who put a lot of time, energy, and resources to get you to where you're at. They love you, they care about you, so it has to be a reciprocal relationship with you. Give them the return, and the return is graduating and continue to move forward so that as you get older, you can be able to help your parents, And like I said, your ability to develop and maintain relationship is a strong connection with each other. That's what will set you apart. Those relationships that you started right here with each other, keep them, nurture them. Be happy to have these people that you care for that have been with you for so many years, because in the future, they're going to be your network of support. So, take advice only for those that truly care about you, because there's a lot of folks out there that might want to say things that will steer you in the wrong direction. So if it's not someone that you care about, or a parent, or a teacher, or a mentor here, basically, listen to them, but don't focus on what they're saying. Many times people say things that can be misconstrued, and it's not to your benefit to follow those people. Follow only those that your heart, tells you that they're good people, that they care about you. And please, something that we learned early on, think before you act. You're at a transitional point in your life where you want to basically just come out of the shell and I'm an adult and I'm ready to make my own decisions. But think before you act. And please, always ask your parents for advice, okay? I'm still, thinking that is the most valuable thing that you can do. Embrace lifelong learning. And I say this because this is something that we kind of try to instill in you, a love for learning. I am still learning. I'm 77 years old, okay? And I feel young. And I've got a long way to go. And I still read books. And I'm still trying to learn. So please, embrace it. We're in a society at a time when things are changing so quickly that you don't know right now what tomorrow is going to bring. Things are changing rapidly, and I don't want to get too focused on artificial intelligence, but that is something that you should put in your mind, and something that is going to be very vital in the next phase of civilization. It's going to impact what happens on this world, so be on top of that, and the school is going to be able to offer you all of the skills that you need to be able to navigate yourself through AI. I also want to caution you to stay vigilant, that there may be individuals who come into your life that do not have your best interests at heart. And I want to stress that one more time, because they're likely to mislead you. Please, if your heart doesn't feel right, stay away from those characters. There's a time in your life when you're out there thinking that you can take care of yourself, but there are a lot of predators out there that would like to take advantage of you. And your heart will tell you, oh, this is not the right thing to do. Whenever you feel like that, stay away from those individuals. They are only going to mislead you. And while I can go on for a long period of time sharing my own experiences with you, I'm going to take a little bit of my time to introduce someone who I have a great deal of respect and admiration for, because she is totally committed, totally dedicated about all of this. She has a son here in our school right now graduating, but she is a person that cares about all of you, the parents, the children, and the staff. So it is my pleasure to introduce the president of the Parents Association, Ms. Erica Furman.
Hey! Good afternoon, parents, guardians, faculty, directors, fellow board members, and our beautiful 8th grade graduating class. As PTO president, a proud member of the Board of Trustees, and above all, a mom of one of the graduates sitting here today, I stand before you full of emotion and gratitude and admiration. Parents, I want to take a moment to speak to you directly. I see you. I am you. I've walked the halls of this school with you. I volunteered alongside you. I stayed up late finishing projects, wiped tears after hard days, and celebrated every small victory. I know what it's taken to get here. I know what it's taken to get our kids here. The early mornings, the tough decisions, the endless support, and the quiet sacrifices that sometimes go unnoticed. Today, I want you to hear this. It has all been worth it. Look at our children. Look at your children sitting before us in caps and gowns. This moment is just as much ours as it is theirs. Great job, parents. You should be so proud. Congratulations. To our graduates, I hope you take in this moment and let it settle in your hearts. It's the first of many milestones in your journey, and one day, maybe 20 years from now, you'll look back and remember today with a smile, thinking how quickly it's gone by. As you step into this new chapter of high school and beyond, I leave you with a few words of guidance. Be kind, not just because it's the right thing, but because the world really needs your kindness. Work hard. Work hard. Nothing that truly matters comes without effort. Your dreams are waiting, but it will require your dedication. And make good choices. The decisions you make today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Choose wisely because your future is full of hope and possibilities. You are smart and capable and resilient. We believe in you. Your parents believe in you. This village believes in you. And we will continue to cheer you on every step of the way. And finally, before I go, students, when high school gets hard, and it most certainly will, remember this. Your parents love you more than anything, but they might not have a clue what your homework's about. So don't get frustrated, because at least you'll have AI to help you and maybe teach them something too. Congratulations, class of 2025. God bless you all, and go continue to make us proud.
Thank you, Mr. Laguerre, Mrs. Furman, for all your kind words. Next, I'd like to invite a remarkable leader whose dedication and vision continue to shape the foundation and future of our school. Under his leadership, CSE has grown not only in size, but in heart, strength, and opportunity. His commitment to creating a school environment where students feel seen, heard, and inspired is evident in every decision he makes. He leads with compassion and purpose, and he always keeps our students at the center of everything we do. Please join me in welcoming our CEO, Dr. Hernandez.
Good afternoon, trustees. Good afternoon, Ms. Jacaruso and staff. Good afternoon, parents, and good afternoon, graduates. Bienvenidos a todos. First to the parents, I've been doing this work for 48 years, and I'm going to share with you what I've learned in the last 48 years working with parents and with students and staff. Parents, just because they're getting older, doesn't mean you give them more slack. Don't do that. On the contrary, pull them closer and supervise them. Because they're in this transition where they think now they can fly, but you know they cannot fly. Not yet anyway. So supervise them. Bien importante entender, les voy a contar lo que aprendió de 48 años de trabajando en el sistema escolar. Los niños están en octavo, van para noveno, no significa que ahora tú le das más espacio. No, a lo contrario, los tienes que jalar un poquito más cerca y supervisarlos, porque ellos creen que ya van a volar. Y tienes que ponerle, asegurarle que un día a la vez. The second thing we need to understand, and this is for you graduates, I got to feel you this year. Because you know, I used to pop in and out in the classrooms, and some of you say, oh, there comes Dr. Hernandez, there comes Dr. Hernandez. But I was just another staff member that came to work to help you and support you. Yo llegué a conocer octavo grado porque yo le daba visitas sin anunciar mi presencia, entraba a los salones y ellos reaccionaban. Ahí viene el doctor Hernández, ahí viene el cupo. Pero yo no era el cupo, yo era otra persona que venía a trabajar para ayudarle. Like it's been said, Ms. Furman said it, and obviously Mr. Laguina said it. The reason we're here is because you made the right decisions in the past. That's what got you here. The decisions of the past got you to the present. Now the decisions of the present are going to get you to the future. And understand that all of us, every day, we make hundreds of decisions. And we have to make sure we're making the right decision that's going to benefit our growth and our progress. And that's the blueprint, people. Make the right decisions, whether it's relationships, whether do I study, do I go to practice, or do I go to the regions, study hall. Make the right decisions, because life is about decision making. So you know the environment of the high school because you've been here. Now what you don't know is the wonderful opportunities that you have here at the high school. Not only the academic coursework and the honor society and the many clubs that are here that maybe you observe and you said, oh, that looks like, that's cool. This is going to be your opportunity now. Take advantage of everything that the high school has to offer. Make the right decision. And then we'll see you 4 years from now graduating again. Like Ms. Furman said, it doesn't get easy, but it becomes easier if you use your decision making to communicate to the teachers and say, I need help. I do not understand. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay not to know. What's not okay is not to know and do nothing about it. Bien breve el mensaje a los estudiantes que ya conocen el ambiente de la escuela superior porque los octavos pasaron el tiempo escolar en este edificio. Hay muchas oportunidades para ellos de deporte, de cursos a nivel de colegio, música, baile, teatro, muchas cosas, pero ellos tienen que tomar la decisión correcta, porque la vida se trata de tomar decisiones todos los días. Tenemos que asegurarnos que tomemos la decisión correcta que nos va a dar resultados. So once again, graduates, parents, staff members, I congratulate you all because this production needed all three components. staff, parent, student. Keep those relationships going. You know you got good people behind you in your family, the same thing in school, and you have each other. Enjoy the summer and Godspeed. Muchas gracias, muchas bendiciones. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hernandez. It is my absolute pleasure to take a moment to recognize someone who plays a truly essential role in the heartbeat of our school. She is more than a coordinator. She is a connector, a listener, and a tireless advocate for our families. She is often the first voice our parents hear and the reassuring presence they count on. Her door is always open, her phone is never off, and her heart is full in everything she does. From organizing events that bring our community together to supporting families through challenges, she goes above and beyond to ensure that every parent feels welcomed, informed, and supported. Her dedication to build strong bridges between home and school has helped make CSE not just a school, but a true community. We are so grateful for all she does. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Goldberg to share a few words.
Good afternoon. Welcome, parents, students, staff, directors, everyone at CSEE family. Boy, you look beautiful from here, I have to tell you. It's an absolute pleasure to be standing here before you on the 8th grade graduating class of 2025. It's an absolute pleasure to actually be part of CSE and this great principal that we have, Ms. Jessica Giacaruso. I love to serve under her leadership. I had the privilege of knowing many of these young faces since they first started here in kindergarten some 8 years ago. This is a very sentimental and proud moment for me as I have seen you grow from toddlers into young adults. You should all be so proud of your progress. I recall you entering our school back in September of 2016, many with tears falling down your face. You were filled with equal parts of fear and promise. But it is through your hard work and the unconditional love and support from your parents that you are standing here today, young men and women with confidence and the skills to enter high school. And you're getting such a great principal under the supervision of Mr. Palmer. I serve 3 principals, as I have 1,029 students that I say they are my grandchildren. And let me tell you something, CSEE is just a wonderful place to be, and I'm glad that you're all in it. I encourage you all to thank the adults in your life that help nurture you, support you through your academic journey. Embrace this moment. Celebrate your loved ones. Start with planning your future together. Always remember, the sky is the limit. Congratulations, class of 2025. Congratulations, parents.
Thank you, Ms. Goldberg. Again, thank you to our PTO president, Mrs. Furman, and the entire PTO team. Your tireless efforts, ongoing support, and commitment have made a tremendous impact throughout the school year. You help create a welcoming environment that truly brings our community together. On behalf of the entire CSE staff and family, thank you all for being part of the CSE team. This week I had the privilege of attending both the kindergarten and high school graduation ceremonies. And it struck me just how quickly time passes. I watched our tiniest learners walk across the stage, wide-eyed and full of wonder, taking their first steps in the academic journey. Then I watched our seniors, taller, wiser, and ready to take on the world, walk across the stage one final time. And now, here we are, somewhere beautiful in between. It is with deep pride and joy that I stand before you today as we celebrate this incredible milestone. Today is not just the end of the school year. It is a moment to pause, reflect, honor the journey you have all taken to get here. This ceremony marks the close of one unforgettable chapter filled with growth and discovery. And just ahead, a brand new story is waiting to unfold, and only you can write it. To our graduates, I remember watching many of you walk through the school doors for the first time. Some of you were nervous, excited, and unsure of what middle school has to offer. You carried heavy book bags and hearts full of questions. Since then, you've taken hundreds of steps, down hallways, into classrooms, onto stage, onto sport fields. Each step you grew, you asked questions, you found your voice. You learned how to speak up, when to listen, and what it means to belong. You celebrated victories, and you learned from your mistakes. You laughed a lot. And you stretched yourself in ways you probably didn't think possible. And now here you are, not just finishing middle school, but stepping into the next chapter as stronger, wiser, more thoughtful versions of yourself. As you head into high school, take the lessons you learned here and carry them with you. Not just the facts and figures, but the courage to try, to ask why, and the heart to keep going, even when it's hard. Education is more than just tests and grades. It's a compass, a way to find direction when the road is unclear. It is your passport to opportunity, your anchor when things feel uncertain, and your wings when you're ready to soar. In high school, you'll meet new people, you'll face many new challenges, and you'll discover new parts of yourself. Embrace it all, be brave enough to fail forward, be bold enough to dream big, be kind enough to lift others as you rise. Today we celebrate all that you've accomplished, but tomorrow the world begins to feel your impact. Go forward with confidence, with heart, and with purpose. The best is still unfolded, and it's yours to write. To our parents, our guardians, I want you to take a moment, picture that very first day of middle school. Maybe your child was excited, anxious, and maybe you were too. You packed their bags, reminded them to be kind, to do their best, and you watch as they walk through those doors, growing up right before your eyes. Since then, you've been their constant. You stayed up late helping with projects, signed countless permission slips, sat through many parent-teacher conferences, and offered words of encouragement when they needed them the most. You celebrated the good days and helped carry the weight of the tough ones. As they take this next step towards high school and beyond, know that your presence in their lives will continue to be their greatest strength in the guiding light. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Your role in this journey has made all the difference. And to our incredible CSE staff, I wish you can see what I see when I look at this graduating class. A reflection of your dedication, your patience, and your heart. I've watched you greet students at your door with a smile, even on days when your own life felt heavy. I've seen you stay late, give extra help to a student who needed just a little more. I've watched you celebrate when a struggling student finally had that breakthrough, and quietly offered support when one needed a listening ear. You haven't just taught lessons from textbooks, you taught compassion, confidence, and hope. You've shown students that they matter and that they're capable of someone believing in them. That kind of impact doesn't end with a report card or the school year. It stays with them forever. They may not always remember every quiz or assignment you gave, but they will remember how you made them feel. valued, seen, and capable of more than they can imagine. Thank you, team, for pouring your heart into every lesson, every hallway conversation, every moment of this journey. This moment, the pride we feel today, belongs to you too. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our outstanding data director, Mrs. Randina.
I'd like to present the first award. The criteria for salutatorian is the student with the second highest grade point average in the past 2 years. It is with great pleasure that I introduce this year's salutatorian. Please join me in welcoming Miss Alexa Gooden to the stage.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 8th grade class of the 2025 graduation. My name is Alexa Gooden and I'm honored to be standing before you today. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, staff, parents, and this whole class that made this year unforgettable. I'm so grateful to be standing up here in front of all the people who have supported us as we transition into the big, bad world of high school. Looking back on these past few years, middle school has taught us a lot, and no, not just how to solve for why. These years have taught us that opportunities don't just appear out of thin air, but come when we put in effort to try something new, or keep pushing through even when things are difficult. And that's how we earned our way to be up here today. Every time we studied for a test, tried something new, and asked for help, even when we didn't understand the topic, or our teacher's awful handwriting, Miss R. That was us putting in effort, creating new opportunities. As opportunities present themselves, you might think it's challenging and let them go, like a balloon. But when you hold on to it, it can take you quite far. Think of the iconic film Up, in which a boy and his unlikely friend set sail in pursuit of their dreams. Each and every one of those balloons symbolizes an opportunity. Yes, those opportunities require hard work, but I think it's safe to say that we all have a strong sense of tenacity. Otherwise, we wouldn't be up here sitting here today, celebrating this huge milestone. So now, as we step into high school, we have to keep pursuing these opportunities with effort, determination, and hope. There is always something new to try, and you have nothing to lose, so try out for that soccer team, audition for the school musical, or even run for student government. To keep things simple, keep pursuing new adventures, especially when the opportunity presents itself. Many of you have known me for years and know that I would never take the opportunity to speak publicly. But hey, the opportunity presented itself, and I took it. Standing before you and being called this year's salutatorian. I am so grateful to everyone that has helped us accomplish this amazing goal. And with that being said, Ms. Jackie Russo, can we get this show on the road? Congratulations to the class of 2025!
For that thoughtful, funny, and truly inspiring speech. Alexa reminded us that opportunities are everywhere, but it's effort and courage that help us grab onto them and rise. Now, I have several teachers from our team who are eager to present the award from their content areas. If we could have Ms. Barnes come up with the attendance award.
You guys look amazing. Give yourselves one more round of applause.
Good afternoon, parents, family, and the class of 2025. Before I announce the Perfect Attendance Award, I want to take a moment to say something special to the class of 2025. For those who have been here with us since 5th grade, we have truly grown together. Watching you all transform from children into young teens has been such a blessing, and for those who joined us later, it has been an honor to witness your growth as well. The class of 2025 will deeply be missed. It has been an absolute privilege to be your dean, and I can't wait to see where life takes you and the incredible individuals you will become. Please know that you will always have a place here, and more importantly, you will always have a place with me. Being your dean is one of my proudest achievements here at CSEE. I promised myself I wouldn't cry, but seeing how far you've all come is so emotional. The little humans I started with have blossomed into the amazing students you are today. I am beyond proud of each and every one of you. With that being said, the Perfect Attendance Award goes to 2 students, Alexa Gooden and Matthew Viola. Your dedication and commitment to being here every day is truly inspiring, and we are all so proud of you both.
And now Ms. Margie with our Technology Award.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure for me to stand here in front of these amazing students, parents, faculty, and staff. It's an honor for me to be standing in front of you, watching you grow. I've had most of you guys here with me since kindergarten. So I've watched you all come in crying in tears and wanting to run back out to your mom and your dad, and then watching you stand here as young adults is a blessing. So congratulations to all of you. This year's Technology Award goes to a student who has demonstrated exceptional dedication, passion, and growth in the field of technology, always arriving eager and ready to learn. This student's consistently approaches each project with enthusiasm and purpose. Over the years, they have taken the initiative to share at every stage of their work, beginning, middle, and final, with pride and curiosity. Their willingness to learn, ask questions, and go that extra mile has truly stood out. It has been a pleasure watching the student grow and flourish, both technically and creatively. This year's Technology Award goes to Jacob Abuyoshi.
And now Mr. Pastori for the Music Award.
This award was actually decided before the story takes place, but is a perfect representation of the entire year. A few weeks ago, I got an email from the student with a link to a song that they wrote. The song was really well made, interesting major 7th chord harmony, a nice melody line, and a clean rhythm. The student went above and beyond to learn a program, develop his compositional skills, and dive into complex harmony. Knowing the student for the past 2 years that I've been here, I'm impressed, but not at all surprised that he did this. Please keep me in mind if you go on tour so I can score some concert tickets. And congratulations, Amari Spud.
Mrs.
Buenas tardes a todos. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great pleasure to present the 8th grade Spanish Content Award. An honor that recognizes not only academic excellence, but also a passion for language learning and a commitment to the classroom community. This year's outstanding students stood out, not only for a strong academic performance, but also for consistent effort, thoughtful participation, genuine love for learning, and for sharing that knowledge with classmates. In every lesson, these students approach new vocabulary, grammar, and culture topics with enthusiasm and determination. Whether we were exploring verb conjugations, reading short texts, or engaging in classroom conversations, these students embraced every challenge with a positive attitude and a willingness to go above and beyond. It has been an absolute joy to witness his growth and dedication. Please join me to congratulating this year's Spanish Content Award recipient, Brian Batista.
We now have Ms. Martin with the Art Award.
Hi everyone. The student receiving this year's Art Award stood out to me for a number of reasons. They are such a quiet force. They are always fully engaged during my lessons, quietly processing what direction they will take for the project. The outcomes are always excitingly unique and powerful. Their talent in drawing and digital art is admirable, and their ability to connect to each of the projects on a deeper level is refreshing to see. I'm proud to present this award to this amazing artist, Sailor Johnson.
Mr. Blaine with our Physical Education Award.
Good afternoon, family, friends, and our 8th grade graduating class of 2025. This year's Physical Education Award recognizes a student who has shown exceptional dedication, effort, and sportsmanship in physical education. This student has consistently given their best, encourages others, and leads by example both inside and out of the gym. Their positive attitude and commitment to fitness and personal growth has made them a true role model for their peers. Congratulations to the recipient of this year's Physical Education Award, Isabella Colombo.
Mr. Mandola with the Health Award.
Good evening to our 8th graders and their family members, faculty and staff. This year's Health Award recipient has been a quiet but powerful presence in class, consistently showing thoughtfulness, maturity, and a genuine interest in every topic, from mental health to nutrition. This student stood out for the ability to connect classroom learning to real life. Each discussion was approached with empathy and insight, making a lasting impact on the group. I'm proud to present this award to someone who truly embodies the spirit of health and wellness. Congratulations, To Kiana Austin.
We now have Mr. Coverdale for Social Studies.
What's up, y'all? This year's social award is presented to a student who demonstrated a great interest in learning about U.S. history. They consistently participated in class, even when the rest of this class was scared to give an answer. In history, we love a great redemption story. And then Marker Period 2, the student faced some adversity, but didn't stop her from coming back and showing me who she really was. Overall, this student is a joy to have in class and show respect for her peers, the teachers, and most importantly, themselves. I know this student will have a great future ahead of them, will do great work. The award goes to Kaylee Martinez.
We now have Mr. Moser with the Life Science Award.
Good afternoon, scholars and families. It is my pleasure to announce the winner of this year's Science Award. The winning scholar is somebody who always tries their hardest in class and contributes to class discussions. They also provide relevant background information which helps to clarify what they are trying to say in class. She is not afraid to speak up when she knows she is right, and always does so respectfully. As such, I'm very proud to announce that the 2024 to 2025 recipient of the Science Achievement Award is Blessing Berkanti.
We now have Miss Mann for Algebra.
Good afternoon, 8th grade scholars and family. I would like to congratulate all of you for completing the 8th grade. I would like to thank each and every one of my students who have really put their best foot forward and gave it their all in these last few months. I would also like to thank the parents for not only being a support system to their children, but to us teachers as well. This year's Math Award is being presented to a student who has shown such great enthusiasm when walking into my class. The student set expectations for themselves and held themselves accountable for all their work. I don't think I gave enough work this year, but I'm sure my students will wholeheartedly disagree. This student did not shy away when it came to expressing their struggles in my class. The student has jumped up at every opportunity to be helpful, not only to me, but to other students as well. The student thrives on being organized and makes sure her binder is perfect before leaving class every day. Her efforts and drive have been nothing short of impressive, and not to mention has shown extreme growth by progressing to become a 90s math student from a 70s math student, challenging herself with every lesson and always seeking guidance when she truly did not understand something. This year's Math Award goes to a kind, wonderful, and student who has always made it a point to say hi, Miss Mann, to me every single day. Eliani Ramirez.
We now have Ms. Grodancic with the ELA Award.
This year's ELA Award goes to a student who works hard and thinks deeply about what they read. They are always seeking ways to improve their writing. Their creativity and love for stories shine through in everything they do. I'm excited to present this year's ELA Award to Maximus Ramirez.
And now the Principal's Award. Each year, we are given the honor of recognizing one student whose presence leaves a lasting impression on our classrooms, our hallways, and our hearts. We try to choose a student who represents the heart of our school, the kind of student who quietly makes everything better just by being who they are. This student is the kind of person who doesn't just walk into the room, they light it up. Not with loudness or show, but with warmth, compassion, and quiet leadership. From day one, they have shown us what it means to lead by example, through kindness and a heart that always seems to have room for others. Whether it's lending a pencil without hesitation, offering a word of encouragement to a struggling classmate, or simply greeting every teacher with a smile and a hello. This student reminded us of the power of small acts done with great love. Their academic work has always reflected diligence and pride. Their hand was often the first one raised, not to answer a question, but to ask one. To understand more, to grow. In science, they pushed themselves to understand difficult concepts. Never settling for, I don't get it, always striving for, I will. Beyond the classroom, this student took their natural compassion and used it to help our youngest learners. With patience and care, they worked alongside first graders, helping them develop their reading skills, celebrating every small success as if they were their own. Turning what could be a chaotic moment into something meaningful and magical for a child learning to read. Over the years, we have watched this student blossom from a quiet observer into a confident, radiant force in our school community. One who leads not by command, but by presence. One who reminds us that greatness isn't just measured by grades or awards, but by character. And so it is with pride and gratitude that I present the 2025 Principal's Award to Miss Annabelle Torres.
Wow, what a great performance. Thank you, students, and thank you, Mr. Pastore, for all your hard work. The next award is Valedictorian. The criteria for Valedictorian is the student with the highest grade point average in the past 2 years. It is with great pleasure that I introduce this year's Valedictorian. Please join me in welcoming Miss Gabriella Rodriguez.
And I'm honored to stand here as the valedictorian for the 8th grade class of 2025. Before I begin, I would like to say a big thank you to the CSEE Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and teachers. I would like to thank all of the parents for their endless support, specifically mine for always believing. Last, but certainly not least, I would like to congratulate my fellow classmates for making it this far to a day we've all been waiting for, despite how rough it may have been. Whether it be from having tests every other week, thank you so much, Miss Mann, or hanging out with friends, middle school has officially come to an end. Overall, I have learned a lot about myself, others, and the importance of having hope. The great Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope." Think back to when activists like Susan B. Anthony, Gandhi, and Rosa Parks were continuously shut down for trying to make a change. What would they have done without that infinite hope? As teenagers, we will always have doors slammed in our faces, face endless rejection, and deal with our own internal battles. but it is up to you to do what is right and find a way to maneuver around those obstacles by using that infinite hope to bring you to success. Look around the room today. Everyone here has hope and faith in you and your future. They have all worked tirelessly to instill morals, knowledge, and passion into you and everything that you strive to do. Well, I have some devastating news for this class. Today, these adults are passing off the baton to you. They are entrusting us to enter high school as young adults with the skills they have nurtured and entrusted us with. We will all make mistakes. You will face things like peer pressure or bullying, but to overcome them, I want you to remember that infinite hope and think back on how you can do better. Think about your older siblings, grandparents, parents, all the sacrifices they have made to get you this far. We are the class of 2025. We are the future. We must have infinite hope. Now, once again, I would like to express my gratitude for being able to stand here today. Thank you all for listening, and most of all, congratulations once again to the 8th grade class of 2025. We have officially made it to high school, and I can't wait to see you all here again in 2029. Have a great evening, and I wish you all the best.
Gabriella, thank you for your powerful, inspirational words. You reminded us of the strength that comes with hope and the responsibility that comes with stepping into the future. And now, the moment that we have all been waiting for. Mr. Mosner, if you can please come up to announce all of our graduates.
Good afternoon again. Mohammed Ayan. Tamer Abdu. Jacob Abawaji. Daniela Abu. Emmanuel Abu Bidaman. Manuel Akomia. Javier Alexander. Matias Altamirano Cortez. Leroy Amaboy. Alana Archer. Michael Asari. Zachary Ashton. Kiana Austin. Arlene Baez. Ephraim Bangura. Rainer Batista. Blessing Bertanti. Ayana Brown. Delilah Castano. Elise Castillo. Alexander Castillo Sisa. Isabella Colombo. Crystal Contreras. Denora Cruz. Yadiu Diallo. Alicia Ja. Jaden Encarnacion. Jaden Estrada. Christian Furman. Josue Garcia. Nashla Garcia. Gooden. Brielle Hall. Amira Maricharan. Jalissa Heath. Christian Hidalgo. Aiden James. Leah Janjil. Natalia Jimenez. Sayla Johnson. Temidari Junai. Aldo Lazaro. Cody Lloyd. Armando Martinez. Kaylee Martinez. Joel Maza. Janady Mercado Bouillon. Catherine Molina. Matthew Viola. Dalen Nunez. Destiny Okoli. Chika Oleg. Elijah Oliver. Lacey Opon. Aria Lee Perez. Ashley Perez. Madison Perez. Zane Perez. Cynthia Perez Horta. Maximus Ramirez. Eliani Ramirez Rodriguez. Tikori Reed. Jocelyn Reyes. Lamont Robinson. Gabriela Rodriguez. Kevin Saldana. Edward Sanchez. Henry Sanchez. Tiara Sanchez. Tyler Simpson. Malaya Cesar. Amari Sylvester. Emmanuel Toribio. Annabelle Torres. Alyssa Valdez. Tori Valentine. And last but not least, Kaylee Willis.
Class of 2025, as we come to a close of this ceremony and reflect on the remarkable journey of our 8th grade students, I want to take a moment to honor not just what you've accomplished, but who you became. As you step into high school, know that what you take with you so much more knowledge. You carry the friendships, the memories, the challenges you've overcome, and the lessons you learned here. These will be your foundation as you rise to meet the next chapter of your story. Lean on your family, your friends, and your teachers when you need strength, and always trust in your ability to rise in any challenge. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Embrace the road ahead with confidence and courage. Your future is not just bright, it's limitless. You are the authors of your next chapter. Dream boldly and write something extraordinary. Now, 8th grade students, please stand. At this time, I invite the graduating class of 2025 to move your tassels from the right to the left. Parents, teachers, and guests, please join me in celebrating and congratulating CSEE 8th grade graduating class. Congratulations, class of 2025, you did it. To all our families, we carry out the remaining seating until all our staff and graduates have exited the gym. Graduates, you will proceed to the cafeteria to collect your final awards and certificates. Once the gym is cleared, parents, please join your child in the cafeteria. Thank you for sharing this beautiful moment with us, and have a wonderful evening.
Hoping you take that jump and don't feel the fall. Hoping the water rises, you get to all. Hoping the crowds can die, sing your name. If everybody runs, who can sustain? Hope that you find love in person there. You can let all you have. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I swear I